Hello, folks, and welcome to Hippie in a Race Car. We have the Nations Cup, Season 3, Round 1 at Suzuka, 10 laps. I'm only going to show you a tiny little bit of qualifying because this clip pretty much sums up how it went. We have the orange car going off, coming back on. The white car dodges him very well, but unfortunately completely destroys his lap. And then the guy behind me decided he really wanted my spot. And that's kind of how that went. So here we go, the beginning of the race, and I don't realize that this is a 3-2-1 go. I'm expecting 5 lights, so I sat there for an extra half second or so, like a bit of a twit. One guy didn't go, the other guy went past me, so I'm still in 13th. But you can imagine what's going to happen going into turn 1. Standard Suzuka start. There is some serious mayhem. So forgive the blanks in the sound in the background. It's where I've kind of muted some of the cursing, like Drobo going past me, and then this McLaren going really, really slow, and I banged into him, and then the white car goes by me, so I'm down to P14, going through the S's. You kind of got to settle yourselves into a single file through here because of the racing line. You're going left, then you're going right, then you're going left, then you're going right. You can't really pass somebody unless they majorly screw up. So we're all kind of making our way through the S's. The dude in the white car goes a little wide, and I duck underneath him. Stuck behind this McLaren again, who decides to come back over to the left. There isn't room, so I moved to the right. I completely forgot that the white car was there, and I apologize because I banged into him. And I sneak past the McLaren into Degner 1, so now I'm up into P12. So far, successfully maintaining the correct direction. Coming into the hairpin, I'm hoping number 11 decides to brake early like a lot of people do, and he does, so I sneak past him. Steal his spot. Up into P11. Coming through the fast left-hander, dude goes a little bit wide, no big deal, but the other guy went really wide and ghosted, thank goodness. Now I'm up into P10. Coming down the straight, remember the guy that banged into me in the qualifying? That was his ghost. That's terrifying. Bye. There's the dude. So these guys got a little bit, I don't quite know what they were doing. One of them was really slow. The other one decided to slow down early. I braked a bit later and went from 8th to 6th. So now I'm thinking, all right, this ain't too bad. This guy, unfortunately, was crazy all over the road. He was super twitchy, coming through the S's. And right here, he decides to brake check me. So I bang into him. I try to go by him because he's really slow and crazy. And I go a little bit wide. And so I lose that spot. And then I lose another one. So I've gone from 6th down to 8th. Coming through Dunlop. And there's another spot because I'm slow coming through Dunlop, and now I'm going down into P9. Through Degner 1. Unfortunately getting punted completely off the track by Drobo in the white Mazda 3.
Love it.
I love it when people do that.
All I ask. Break it.
Another move in the hairpin. This car is really, really good on the brakes. So I generally can do that if there's somebody in front of me that brakes even a little bit early. This guy and I had a nice little go for a while. Kreber. Right behind him, thinking, okay, well, I don't know what you're going to do going into Spoon, so I'll just move over just in case. And so I move on his inside, and I'm thinking, I got a good chance here, but he goes around me. Fair enough, I'd back out because he's going to move back over. Okay. Coming out of Spoon, we got somebody else who's gone off, and thank God they were ghosted. Oh, that's that McLaren again. Long straight to the fast left-hander. Thinking, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see what he does. He was nice enough to stay beside me and not run into me. I gave him space, which unfortunately meant I went wide. Managed to keep it going in the right direction. Thank goodness. And I'm up into P9. Into the chicane. He comes back, gives me a bit of a bump. Whatever.
Stop hitting
Still
me, guys,
P9.
please. Why is dude pitting? Do we have to?
So now I'm behind Lord Dancelot again. We have another ghost. Now I'm P7. I'm still behind Lord Dancelot. And he's doing all right. And I'm thinking, I really want to get by this guy because he's not that fast. He's super twitchy. He makes me really nervous. He goes really defensive here, which is, a good move. And I'm hoping for the old switcheroo, but it doesn't quite happen. He's quick going through the last chicane, cut both corners, so I guess you're allowed to do that and not get a penalty. But I've got the run on him, and I've got the slipstream, and his Supra doesn't have the top end speed that I think he was hoping it would have. So going into turn 1, I go on the inside, because he decided not to defend it. Braked a little bit later than normal, down to third gear to make sure that I actually slowed down properly, and P6 is mine. This guy also went wide, so he's slow coming through here, so I'll just take P5 as well. Thank you very much. Guess I'll run through the S's. That was it.
We would have had fast.
Nothing happened between then and the end of the race. I stayed P5, so I just fast forward to there.
Terrible.
In the end, not too bad, starting P13 and ending up at P5. I can live with that. Second race, I decided, you know what? I'm going to qualify. I got out before everybody, so there was no one in front of me. Now I know what I'm doing. I know how the format works. So this is my qualifying lap. Not too bad. It was smooth, and as they say, smooth is fast. Made a nice run through the S's, managed to get that first apex, nailed the second one. Still keeping my speed up. Third one, you slow down a little bit to get yourself a nice angle on this one, but you got to slow down for this last one. 2 wheels on the grass, which is never really a good thing, but I got a good run into Dunlop, and I managed to get back on the gas really early, which really helps because this is a long left-hander. This leads us into Degner 1. Nailed it. Degner 2. Nailed it. Round this little corner to the hairpin. Braking about 4 meters, 5 meters, I'd say 4 meters after the curb ends. On the gas nice and early coming around there. This is a section where you just want to keep the steering inputs minimum so you don't scrub off any more speed than you absolutely have to. Moving back over to the right to prepare for this into spoon, the left-hander. Try to keep your speed up but don't go wide. Down a second. Cut it back over using the throttle to maintain your position, and then back on the gas. Don't go wide, but use all the track. Down the long back straight into a very, very fast left-hander. And I've been practicing a lot, and I've got the braking point, the turning point. I got a little bit late on the turn there, but I got away with it. Braking at about 110, down to first gear. The final chicane, first gear to second gear on the throttle. Final corner before the finish line.
212, 212. That's got to mean something. There we go. Well then. That's a good start. Let's see how I do. That's me in the front. Apparently they assign you a random number. I was 8 in the last one. I think that's a 6. Maybe it is an 8. No, it's a 6. Alright.
So here we go, race number 2. I know how it goes, I know how it works now, so when it said start, I started. Unfortunately, standing starts are not my forte. They were, however, for the gentleman behind me, or the person behind me in third place, who is now in first place, going into turn 1. So, well done to you, dude.
Dude.
I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce his name because I will probably destroy it. But he's got good pace. He's got a good line. So I'm thinking, okay, let's have a little fun. Let's see if I can keep up with him, or am I going to end up in second place? Hard to say. We're pulling away from the pack, so it's kind of becoming a bit of a 2-horse race. Coming through the S's. Coming up to Dunlop, we both got a good line on Dunlop, so we're able to get on the throttle nice and early. Him even earlier than me,
Tires are cold.
or that person. Unfortunately for this particular dude, that happened. And luckily for me, I missed him because he didn't ghost. And I moved back up into P1, and he unfortunately fell back into the clutches of the masses. So he wasn't really bothering me anymore. So I just head down and kept it as smooth as I possibly could. braking at exactly the same place, accelerating at the same place, turning at the same place, just keeping every corner as equal as I could to what I knew would work, and not trying to experiment with anything, not trying to do anything crazy, just keep it going nice and smooth. By the end of lap 1, I'm well in the lead, and I don't really have any concerns with anyone catching up to me at this point, unless I make any major blunders. So, coming around Dunlop.
This is Dunlop curve, and it's the left-hander that keeps left-handing.
Into Degner 1, down into 3rd, cut the corner a bit. It's always a bit of a bounce, you got to be careful with that. Degner 2, this one, careful coming onto the throttle because you do have a tendency to spin if you do it too quickly. And then here, braking just after the curb. Get the car rotated, patience, and then slowly bring the throttle back in. And then around to spoon. Into lap 2, again. Lead is increasing. And I'm thinking, I've got a pretty good chance here. I just put in the fastest lap. Let's just keep it going. Through the S's. One of my favorite parts of any track, right here, the S's of Suzuka, because it's just so flowing, but it's not, every one of them's different. So you got to know when to slow down and then to accelerate here to get Dunlop so you can get the max speed around this corner.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, freaking heck.
Turned in a little bit early and then had to recorrect so I didn't get a penalty. And it just got
really ugly.
nasty. Thankfully, I managed to collect up my mess and keep the car going in the right direction. And that was it to the end of the race.
Get in there, Draken. Miracles do happen, mate. Casape Futu, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but dude, well done for coming back. I think he did back down to 5th or 6th, and he made his way back up into 2nd. Nice. Well done. Hey, they give me a Canadian racing suit. I didn't know that. That's cool. Nice. All right, that's that. Thank you so much. Please feel free to tune in to the next one, which is on Saturday. I will be hoping to live stream it. Tried doing that today, but I didn't realize that YouTube requires a 24-hour waiting period before you sign up for streaming, and I've never streamed to YouTube before, so my bad. Next time. Either way, hope you enjoyed. Please get yourself subscribed, and I will catch you next time. Have an awesome day. Peace.